Okay, today I'm going to be talking about underwater volcanoes and the life that appears around them. Now, on screen is the newspaper article showing that they have looked at these underwater lava flows for the first time with new technology, special submarines and things like that, because little is known about them. But what I want you to understand is that energy and matter, when put together, give life. Now, this does not guarantee self-awareness, thought, or intelligence. Life is composed of electricity, electromagnetism, and matter. It is life, and shapes appear according to how they start. Which sounds a bit weird, but I'm about to show you some pictures from the seafloor volcanoes, and then I'm going to show you something completely different that is exactly the same. Okay, now these are called large CRINOIDS. Small brittle stars and orange sea stars have quickly colonized the floor of the crater of the recently active DEBUNKING volcano. The dark colored material they are sitting on is crumbly volcanic glass that was erupted from the volcano less than 100 years ago. Volcanic glass. Remember that. These stars are sat on glass. This second one, as you can see, it is just stars everywhere. And I do like this one because, again, this is sat on volcanic glass. Life, which is electric. Stars are now there, which obviously they didn't just sprout, but the first thing there on the glass is stars. Now I'm going to show you my pictures from adding electrons to fiberglass. Now, I didn't know these pictures were on volcanic glass until about 4 seconds ago when I just said it. I'd already seen it, I understood what was going on. So now I'm going to show you some pictures where I've added electrons by sanding fiberglass. These are the pictures that came out. These things formed on the glass, and so I say it's alive, although it does not guarantee thought, self-awareness, or intelligence. So, as you can see, on the disk that I've been sanding, stars and tendril weeds have formed. Now, the tendrils are actually Birkeland current flow because it's actually a double helix vortex tube. And each tube offshoot is, just by looking at it, 137.5 degrees or 42.5 degrees, because that's the Fibonacci angle of ascension or descension for energy flow. So we have Birkeland currents and we have stars. So life begins like this. Electricity will give life by attracting matter. So the first things that were on the seafloor on volcanic glass that were created were stars, because that's one of the first shapes energy takes, and energy attracts matter, matter covers energy, and energy moves matter. And the stars on the left had a DNA code. The stars on the right are just pure energy travel. So energy makes shapes, and energy makes shapes out of matter, and life comes from a DNA code frequency which decides shape, texture, color, and everything else that is life. And while we're on the subject, because some very strange shapes came out on the fiberglass, and so right now I'm going to debunk ancient space aliens as well and show that they weren't aliens. They were in fact plasma discharges seen in the atmosphere, and they were drawn as such, and people have misinterpreted it as aliens, which is just unbelievable, really. So this is the disc that I was cutting and sanding, and from that I have taken a few shapes to show you that there's no such thing as space aliens. There is only electrical discharge and matter. So there we see an open face with lines going around it and a circle around it, and as we can see from the 10,000-year-old rock paintings of supposed space aliens, that is the shape they take. As you can see, they're all a little bit, well, that's not quite right, Lee, it's close, but no cigar. But if you look at the top left, the guy has a circle with hair coming out of the circle. My picture, hair coming out of a circle. But it's the next picture that is quite the clincher, because I now have hair and 2 eyeballs, which correspond to this picture here. And so again, I have shown by energy travel, electricity through matter, that all these kind of ridiculous things are a joke. These are plasma discharges because I've reproduced it. So life is energy plus matter, but it doesn't guarantee thought, intelligence, or even self-awareness. A drill is alive when you use it, but it has no thought, no intelligence, and no self-awareness, but it is alive because electricity is moving it. You are alive because electricity is moving you, but your brain is constructed in such a way that you are allowed self-awareness and intelligence and thought, which of course is a gift from our Creator. So, energy plus matter equals life. So let the man who has eyes see, and the man who has ears hear and understand, and turn around in your sin and turn back to God. Thanks very much. My name is Lee, and I'm a Christian.